Peep Kenobi urges you to like this video and subscribe or he will lose the high ground. When the test is having same correct answers on multiple questions, something's wrong. I can feel it. School bus companies putting up bully free zone stickers. Why do I fix everything I touch? Treat boys the same as girls. Or draw 25. Schools. Teacher shouting because a kid didn't do their homework. Me knowing I'm next. Study 3 years for degree. Study 3 more for PhD. Join lab. Start working. Spend years studying problem. Form hypothesis. Gather incidents. Test hypothesis. Form conclusions. Report findings. Clear peer review. Findings published. Reported in press. Guy on internet. Bullshit. Your mom agrees to go to the birthday party. You got an F in your report card. Having 2 hours of sleep and start class at 6:30 am. Having 8 hours of sleep and also start class at 6:30 am. Everybody in 2nd grade. I fear no man. But that thing. It scares me. Using Mematic. Drawing your memes in class desk. Made with math. When you made 30 plus slides presentation about chords but in fact you misheard your teacher and you should make one about chords. When you decide 23 times 0 equals 23 in an exam that actually matters. Snitch on somebody in front of the class. Or draw 25. Me and anyone with a soul. Seniors. Schools. Grade 1 and 0 students. Teachers. Me to myself, who has to guess myself to the answers in a multiple choice question exam knowing that the odds of me passing is less than 1 in a million. May the odds be ever in my favor. You find a hard question. Panic. You try to answer randomly. Calm. It's an essay. Panic. You lie about network problem to avoid getting punished when showing up late to online class. I have actual shutty network. We are not the same. Art in maths. My art in art. What gives people feelings of power, money, status? Your work goes on the display board in school. When you see your teacher in public. That face you and your lad making class after the other lad got scolded by the teacher. Me when I get extra homework from one question. We make kids wake up early. We make them learn useless stuff for 7 hours. We give them homework to spend an hour on at home. Why do kids hate us? When was homework invented? 1095. Students in 1094. Visible happiness. Week 1 of a school project. These 13 pages went on to become the true Sonic the Hedgehog. Week 5. Either Sonic is a god or could kill God. And I do not care if there is a difference. When there's a substitute teacher. Current objective. Survive. Do we teach the teacher or does the teacher teach us? How many minutes are in 1 hour? 60. Correct answer. 80. My teacher is away, recovering from surgery. My friends, look what I just did to my gallbladder after it messed with me. And if I'm willing to do that to one of my organs, what will I do if you don't hand in your IA by Friday? Well, okay, I won't actually eliminate you or do anything awful like that, but please, submit those IAs by Friday. False threats aside, if I'm able to spend serious time during my recovery at the computer, catching up on marking, I might make a list of other non-essential organs that could be removed at convenient times of the school year in the future. I might really have stumbled on something here. Best of luck on those IAs. If you have to choose, please privilege them over your other assignments for the next 2 days. Please tell your parents that I'm out of commission for meetings this week, but that I'm happy to schedule time with them after I get back, which will be on December 1st. In the meantime, please be kind to Mr. who not only has never harmed you in any way, but has never even uttered false threats such as the one above. When your teacher is mad about a student in our class who didn't do our activity the right way, then they describe your work in every single detail. Teacher, if you're being bullied then contact us so we could sort it out. Me, I'm being bull. Teacher, duck your problems. Day 1 of school versus day 30 of school. Oral presentations in front of the entire class. Me on the inside, me on the outside. When you hear the school shooter walks towards your hiding spot, mom come pick me up, I'm scared. When that one nerd kid reminds the teacher about homework, silence him. When you forgot something in your school and you need to go back for it, shut. Here we go again. When the two smartest kids in the class have different answers. My heart. Walking. Running. When you remember there was homework. When you solve a math problem for the teacher without using her method. Teacher. Well yes. Outstanding move. But it's illegal. When you're all pacing it to lunch and the teacher shouts no running. Preschoolers really up their game. Studies for 5 minutes without a break. Knowledge is power. Me walking to my desk in the exam hall knowing, damn well I don't know shut. When you have to go back to school tomorrow, so let's learn how to tie a noose. Students. Social anxiety. Useless knowledge. School. Me. Fails a test. My teacher. You have to work harder. My goodness. What an idea. Why didn't I think of that? When your father is yelling at you about being irresponsible on your way to school and you're waiting to tell him that you forgot your bag at home. Student. Finishes difficult assignment and is ready to take a break. Teacher. But wait. There's more. Kid. Says a cuss word on the playground. Teacher. You've seen your last saw. Mom. Do you have good grades in school? Me. Well yes. But actually no. Nearly passing the test in 5th grade. Nearly passing the test now. Someone asks if they can borrow a pencil. They actually return it. One teacher in 2011 slowed down the clock in her classroom to half the speed and watched as everyone got mad. That's the evilest thing I can imagine. When a kid is skipping school so as a punishment the school expels them. When you get to school in the morning and Butch's is already loud. The kid sitting next to me with a 97%. Me with 98% on a test. Not rich enough to pay for school, but too rich for scholarships. It's a evil world we live in. Give more middle class students scholarships. Teacher. Please make a small presentation on your plans for summer vacation. Me. The male school shooters. Me hiding in the girls' bathroom. Going to school. Getting homeschooled. Taking lessons online. Not taking school in the first place. This was one of the examples on my language arts quiz. Nuts into his cupcake batter. When the teacher is doing a problem on the board and you find a mistake. And shut after that just round that madder ducker. Admit it. This was the best part of elementary school. Got this out of an ATM today. I snacked a nut for this. Stay in school. The struggle is real. When the teacher's phone rings and she says I'll send him up and begins looking at you. My time has come. When the school shooter's following you, but they won't open the door. Let me in. Let me in. When your parents pick you up early from school. I have been chosen. Farewell, my friends. I go on to a better place. Paying attention in class. Not paying attention in class. When you get to be a crusader for the school play. Cease your fog go tree. My teacher asked me to turn in my essay. but I ain't no snitch. How it feels when you're about to present and the teacher is trying to quiet down the other students. When the teacher puts on the Holocaust documentary and the German kid is sitting next to the Jewish kid. When the teacher moves your seat away from your squad cause you disturbing, but he doesn't know the whole class is your squad. My grades. I'll study later. When the teacher catches you watching teacher-student porn in class. Let's talk. Mr. and Mrs. Walker. There will be no school this week, so Colin can stay home and play video games. From Mrs. Teague. I'm the teacher. Illusion 100. Teacher. You can't wear that in school. It's too revealing. Me. Adjusting yoga pants. What? Can't I be proud of my body? Teacher. Eric, your balls are showing. Teachers in America be like. No full auto in buildings. A and B grades on my academic record. Hidden. That one F and repeating third year. Detected. When you finish a school presentation and it was terrible. When you act up in class and your teacher start calling your parents, but you gave her the number to Pizza Hut. When you refresh Discord at school and the filter kicks in. I'm stupid. Study during the whole year. Study during the night before the test. When you almost get caught cheating on a test, so you play it off like you're taking the hardest exam of your life. Me when any school break ends. He exists now only in my memory. Author. Writes a book with no hidden meaning. Literature teachers. Teacher. One person talking. Is this the whole class? When you are taking a standardized test and the pencil isn't trash. We weren't expecting special forces. That's the point. Sergeant. Your teacher when you finally ask, may I go to the bathroom instead of can I go to the bathroom? Shut me grow. That's all you had to say. When the school Wi-Fi blocks the YouTube ink, but not the phone app. Modern problems require modern solutions. The I don't understand how I failed that exam starter pack. Student. Can you teach me how to do taxes? Teacher. Play that mother ducking recorder. When you finish a school presentation and it was terrible. When the teacher asks a question and you're trying to avoid eye contact. As a teacher, I can confirm this is exactly what it looks like from our point of view. Our teacher said to write inspirational notes on lockers. This guy is the god of inspiration. Delete T-series. When the entire class is arguing about the answer being 47 or 37, but you got 277. When the teacher says next one to laugh gets an F on the test, and you're all like. When your teacher accidentally shoved her bet into your face. What really grinds my gears? When your teacher doesn't round your 25.3% to a 90%. When your mom asks for a pic of your report card. You know the exam is going to be lit when you see this on the cover sheet. Crying is permitted as long as you do it quietly. When you decide to skip class and you get an email from your professor saying class is cancelled. So this is the power of ultra instinct. When you ask the teacher what you have to do to get an A and she says study. Alright. Then. Keep your secrets. When the teacher asks for homework and you gotta act like you're looking for it even though you didn't do it. Time spent on homework. Time spent on homework. Time spent on internet. When the teacher walks up to you during an exam and looks at your paper then shouts out, "Guys, please make sure you read the questions carefully." When you and your friends had failed in the exam together. The answer should be C, but it has been C 3 times in a row. Is this a trap? To get away with not having done work, I'm using a loading icon GIF to trick the teacher into thinking it just won't load. Illusion 100. Teacher leaves the class for 0.003 seconds. Sharpening a pencil at the bin was the childhood equivalent of taking a cigarette break. When you whip out a calculator on a no calculator math test, I'm up to no good. When you're presenting in class and someone says, "Can you speak up, I can't hear you." When you don't know the answer to exam question, but you refuse to leave it blank. When you've already coughed 3 times in class and you're trying not to cough again. 3rd graders when the class is reading a book and their name is one of the main characters' name. Using study hall to work on schoolwork. Finishing your schoolwork in advance and spending the entire class looking at memes. When you're going 90 miles per hour in a school zone and the preschoolers are crossing the street. This is where the fun begins. When the teacher is teaching World War II for the first time in class, but you have played COD and Battlefield all your life. The expert. Me defending my major when someone asks what kind of job you can get with it. 127. Me in high school. By 2018 I'm going to be a millionaire and a doctor. Me in 2018. How are finals going? Question 38. 1 point. What is a microphone? True. False. If the girl with 4 highlighters and 78 colored pens says she's screwed for a test, then you probably are too. When back to school commercials start coming on, but you're not a teacher or a kid, so you don't give a shit. When you were up all night gaming, and you've got to pretend you are too sick to go to school. Teacher sees students sharing a note. Teacher, why don't you read that out loud? Student, reading note. Dear teacher, this is an intervention. Your methods of discipline via public humiliation are uninspired carbon copies of Hollywood tropes. We wrote this letter as a class. Is this what private schools are like? When you can't remember the answer to an exam question, but you refuse to leave it blank. Curved yellow fruit. 40 cents. I'm so glad I'm done with high school. Imagine having to find the area and volume of a scutoid. A new shape called the scutoid has been discovered in our cells. When you're trying to present in class, but your home is trying to make you laugh. When the teacher says your project can be about whatever you want. How much sawdust can you put in a Rice Krispie treat before people notice? Teacher, I don't care who did all the work. Everyone in the group gets the same grade. Sounds like communist propaganda, but okay. When your teacher asks you to turn in your essay, but you ain't no snitch. High school teacher, I'm not going to share my political beliefs. It's unprofessional. College professor, what is the square root of Duck Trump? When you take a 10-minute study break and it accidentally lasts the entire year. I dropped a box of spaghetti on the floor and accidentally graduated from art school. When the teacher cuts out the answer key in the back of the math textbook, the sacred texts. When you're taking a test and everyone starts using a ruler, but you thought the answer was Abraham Lincoln. When your French teacher asks you a question in French, and you have no idea what she said. This kid is 11, and in my organic chemistry class, he said if we have questions to just email him. Correct answer choice. I haven't chosen D in a while. My test grade. School district pulls To Kill a Mockingbird from reading list. Makes people uncomfortable. Official says. That's the point of the ducking book. A school full of vampires. When you're skipping school for a day but still have to act sick when you talk to your parents.